And action.
And you're on in 3, 2.
Finger points at my dudes.
Hello, listeners.
Hi.
Oh.
This is Forever Midnight.
Is that,
Again.
Is that too aggressive an intro?
Hey, guys!
Is that too much at the top?
Hey, guys, what's going on? You're listening to Forever Midnight. My name's Josh. Glad you're here with us. Wow. Imagine that was your voice. Hey! We're going to talk about a movie that we watched this week.
Welcome to Forever Midnight, a joyful discussion of horror in cinema with your hosts, Jeff Overn, Josh Staples, and Brian Henderson.
$11:55, almost midnight. Enough time for one more story. One more story before 12. Just to keep us warm.
I would love it. You still have the amazing, beautiful singing voice you have, but then you're talking like that. Thank you for coming. La 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 la. All right, this next song is called.
That should be me.
Wow. Wowie.
God, the other day I had a dream about playing a show. You know, because I haven't done it in 2 years. I had all these shows with the New Trust and the Velveteen all canceled.
Yeah.
Like
somehow
10
you
shows
snuck in there and
canceled.
get
Jeff,
in and out.
I'm so
In and
glad.
out, the
You
window.
got in and out.
Yeah.
I've seen
Window.
you play. I've seen you definitely played a show last year.
Yeah.
Got to see that one.
Yeah.
Fuck, and I waited too long. I waited till it shut down again. Fuck. So I had these dreams that I was like playing a show and it was all falling apart. You guys were there.
Cool. Oh, God. Were we holding it up or helping take it apart?
Were we
I was
lifting you up in the
I
air?
was realizing I was singing a song that we hadn't practiced, and I'm going for it. And I don't even have my guitar on me, and I'm singing, and I don't know the words. So this part, I'm just gonna go la 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 la.
Damn.
Fuck. I'm scared to get back to it.
That is a nightmare.
I think I forgot how.
No way, dude. You're a fucking pro. You're a pro, dude.
God.
You just need to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
We got a show together.
Oh gosh.
Hopefully it doesn't get canceled.
When is that?
April 2nd?
Okay.
2022? Can you believe it?
I'm going to be there for his maiden voyage back into the
I hope so. I
the
hope it
seas
doesn't
of
get canceled.
You're going to see it all
shows.
come apart. Yeah. I'm going
full-blown
I'll probably
freak out.
full on expire before then. You'll hear me screaming into a microphone in between my chirping
I
voice.
hope not. You're going to crush, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked.
But man, it does suck. But I think there was some talk about they're calling it like almost like the endemic now, which is like we're getting there.
I
right?
wish. I am not holding my breath for that shit, but I
Yeah.
hope so.
You can't hold your breath for nothing. But
They're calling it
Especially with COVID.
the unidemic, which is the whole universe has now got it. It is going into space.
great.
Elon Musk is bringing it to Mars.
Oh, good. Oh, goody.
Give it to
Marvin, be careful.
I found a little bit of life on Mars, and I gave it COVID.
I will say, fuck Elon Musk
Fuck that guy, man. What
Yeah.
an idiot.
in all of the crevices.
Yeah.
Fuck them all the fucking billionaires. Even though I would trade my whole testicle to fucking be one of those billionaires. I hate them.
But if I was a billionaire, I would actually give money to fucking make things happen and do good things. He does not do that.
Right.
No, he's a fucking
He
idiot.
also is a fucking Nazi.
Right. Turd.
Straight up.
Straight up turd.
When you got money, you can do whatever you want, I guess.
Guess so.
Go to space, whatever. Sure, why not?
I don't want to be a billionaire. I just want to be a multi-millionaire.
Can't
I'll
I
be
just be a
hundredaire.
millionaire?
Can I be a thousandaire?
Give me $20 and
We'll call
happy.
it.
That's one of them Carl's Jr. dollars. Just give me some camel bucks. He's still got camel bucks.
Dude, camel bucks. Wow. I used to love that shit. As a kid,
yeah.
it really spoke to me.
Oh, wait, you collected them?
Camel buck. Not me, but I wanted to.
No, but I mean, you could be a kid collecting those because you know someone who smokes.
If I could get my little hands on those, I would have.
Bro, I had 2 smoking parents that I live with.
Yeah.
Other smoking parents, my dad rolled his own, so he never had any camel bucks. My grandma had camel bucks. I had a neon sign in my practice studio with Camel fucking Joe on it.
No shit. From Camel Bucks?
Camel bucks.
Dude,
Damn.
Thousands of camel bucks.
If I were a smoker, I'd be a camel boy for sure.
You know, each pack of cigarettes is 1 camel buck.
Damn.
Dude. And how many was the neon sign?
Thousands. We just had all our friends
blackest of
holding them
lungs.
up. Yeah.
My fool ass parents smoked Virginia Slims. God damn! I wish they were smoking cool ass things like
It's like the
Camels.
cucumber of French fries. Oh, wait, what?
It is very much like the cucumber of French fries.
Yeah, what do you want? A French
Brian, come
fry?
back. Brian, where are you going?
Totally. I know. I fucking feel that, dude. When you want a fucking salty, crispy French fry and you
And you got
bite
a
into
cucumber?
nice watery cucumber.
If you want a smoky ass French fry and you got a crisp ass cucumber,
Fuck that.
I think I had an aneurysm.
cucumber of French fries.
It made sense.
It did
to me.
make perfect
It made
sense.
somehow.
Only because you doubted yourself did I doubt you.
If you would have noticed what you said, I would have just kept rolling. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't have skipped a beat.
Fully is the tomato of onion rings.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
I'm trying to do a show, but all we've done so far is scream and make nonsense.
I'm sorry I was so aggressive. That was insane.
Okay. Yeah. We have a show to do.
Yes.
I think.
It's your pick tonight, Jeff.
It was Jeff's
My picture-
birthday. What do you pick for your birthday? Yay!
Happy belated, on the air, belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you have a good one?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, well, I had to work on my birthday,
Nah.
so that's
bullshit.
fucking
Yeah.
lame. But when I got home, my wife was topless and had bacon, candied bacon.
Shut up. Are you kidding me?
I shit you not. I came home
What?
feeling like a king.
That is amazing.
It was dope.
I'm the king of the condo.
Yeah. So I'm smelling bacon. I love bacon and some brown sugar on that shit. So,
Whoa.
ooh, it's tasting good.
and just boobies
And then boobies.
out.
Just boobies out. She knows what I
Happy
like.
birthday.
Yeah.
It's my fucking birthday today.
I came home from work, fucking whole 8-hour shift to that. So it was redeemed.
It was a good day.
That was a
good
great
birthday.
day.
It was a good day. It was a great day. Yeah, that was sick. Yeah.
Wow.
It was also her birthday recently, and my gift to her was keeping my penis in my pants.
I was gonna say bottomless, making baklava. What?
No, the opposite was what preferred.
Oh.
I didn't.
You had 2 pairs of pants on.
I had more pants. I had layers. She didn't have to even look at it. She'd have to see the outline of it. That is my gift to you.
No clanging around the house tonight, hun.
It's like it's not even there.
I'm glad it was a good birthday, Jeff.
Yeah.
So Jeff, for your birthday, in honor of you, what have you chosen for us to
Well,
watch tonight?
I had so many ideas. I couldn't decide what to do, but I've been very interested in Texas Chainsaw lately. For what reason, I don't know. But I'm just fucking fascinated by the whole franchise right now.
Okay.
I'm doing a deep dive on them.
I love it.
I'm into it. I'm excited about them. And then just so happens this fucking new one drops today that we're recording today and it's dropping today. I'm like, fuck it, we're probably gonna watch it anyways. Maybe not Brian, but you probably have a curiosity.
I have a curiosity, and I'd rather be forced to watch it than just.
You have an
skip it.
excuse to
I
watch
have an
it
excuse
now.
to
You
watch
have an
it.
excuse to watch it,
There
and
you go.
our show is just us watching the worst fucking garbage on earth. So, let's go ahead and do it.
Why change it up for your special day?
I could have picked any. I was like, right, what can I do? What can I make these fools watch? Whatever I want. And then I decided we're gonna watch this anyways. Fuck it. I kind of want to see it.
Is it like what is like brought you to it? Is it my soapbox rants, or is it like
The
Like-
interest in the
interest in
Like the
Texas
building, because you've been having a soapbox rant every couple weeks.
Yeah.
I think maybe a little bit that. I think we're talking about it, and it's just kind of. I'm thinking
And
about
everybody's
it more,
talking
and then,
and thinking about it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then I've just kind of gone back and just thought about the earlier films some more, and just when I discovered them and what I liked about them, what I think is exciting and cool, and I like to compare those movies to like the new ones dropping today. I kind of want to see how it compares to that.
Sure.
So I'm just curious to see. I'm just curious to see. I guess
I think
I know it's gonna suck shit, and it looks terrible.
Yeah.
Have I seen?
But I
them
want
all?
to see it all the same.
I saw. I mean, of course,
Did you
I saw
see the
one.
prequels and stuff?
I have that
Prequels.
I've missed Leatherface, the prequel, and
didn't see the one
I've
where he's
skipped
Babyface.
the beginning. Those are the only two I haven't seen. How about you?
I have been listening to Babyface. He's really a genius.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But so I've seen 1, 2, and 3, of course. Which is 4 the one with
Next Generation with McConaughey.
McConaughey
Yeah.
and Zellweger?
I've seen
that one.
I almost
Saw the remake.
That's the one that says I saw his.
I almost picked
weight
that
is-
shit.
Yeah.
Is
No, that's 3.
That's 3. Okay.
Which
I saw the
I
remake.
said I almost picked New Generation. It was in my list.
You know what? Like I said
but I
before,
don't want to do it to you because I know you.
I hate that movie.
I know
but
you do.
I actually,
know you
like
do.
I said, I could probably watch that and not have as much of a fit as I'm gonna have in about an hour.
Really?
Was that the one where Bubba's friend at the end and he's like a cousin of the girl? Which one is that?
No, that's
3D.
That's 3D.
Seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw the one with Arnie.
There's 2 with him.
2 with him?
Yeah.
Why?
The remake and then the one following
The
that one.
prequel.
There was the prequel
To the
that
remake.
They showed him getting the cop costume. And all
I
that
never
shit.
saw that.
You never saw that one? No. You find Leatherface in the fucking trash can.
Wait,
What?
Yeah.
He's a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because it's a prequel.
So,
It explained away everything from the.
and that's
It
not
is
the one
trash.
that's
To the
called
remake.
Leatherface?
No.
No,
Holy
that's
shit,
the
I've missed
next
a bunch.
one.
There's a bunch of them.
That's
and
the
they're all
next
trash.
one. Leatherface as him as a young boy, a young handsome boy.
And again,
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen those two yet, but I know all about them. I know all about them already.
Yeah, those ones with I love Arlie Ermey, like he's amazing, but those ones like they bastardized so much, and they were like the beginning of all this that like I recognize that the first remake is decent, but there's so much about it that I fucking hate
Yeah.
that it's hard for me to say I like it.
Right.
What's like the biggest thing you hate about it? I'm curious because I actually kind of like it,
They changed the name. They changed the name of the family, so they're not the Sawyers.
but that happens in every movie.
Everyone after the third, the good
So
ones.
the thing I've been realizing about the Texas Chainsaw franchise is pretty much every sequel is a goddamn remake of the first movie.
They're trying to
The family changes, the location changes. It's in Texas, but the house is different.
Yeah.
The names of the family changes. Fucking Leatherface's name changes.
Yeah, see, that
he's
bullshit.
Leatherface in the first one. He's Bubba. He's Jedediah.
Jedediah.
He's like
in those other
Timothy
the
or some kind of fucking basic name in another one. He's Junior in some other fucking one. The Sawyers go from Sawyers to Hewitts to Slaughter to something.
Slaughter?
It's
I'm gonna
different
scream.
in every
Sergeant Slaughter?
fucking movie. It's an entirely different
Yeah.
version of the original
That's so-
movie
but,
in
like,
every sequel.
That's what's so stupid about it because like Michael Myers' name never fucking changes. It's Michael fucking Myers, right?
Right.
Jason Voorhees. Guess what? Hey, it's always Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, always Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah. Leatherface's name is Bubba Sawyer, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay. He might have an actual birth name that they wrote down. They all call him Bubba. I can give Junior. Maybe if they call him Junior from part 3, they did that. But their last name is Sawyer. It's got to be fucking Sawyer.
Yeah, why have they changed it so many fucking times? I think it's even different in like the Leatherface or whatever.
Why? Yeah, like, but why?
I think it's an entirely different last name.
I don't
Because they can say not based on characters created by Toby Hooper.
I don't know. It may,
why,
I mean,
and why is the family always completely
you're always getting
different?
so many more randos in there.
And Leatherface
Yeah.
is the only consistent member of the family, and even he's different from movie to movie too.
Yeah.
Which is fine, whatever. He's just a guy behind a mask, but I don't. Every movie is fucking totally the same, but different. It's
Yeah.
like the same movie with a new skin.
Yeah, but like between the first 2 movies, Leatherface is like
No consistency in storytelling. I mean, like other than the first 2.
Yeah.
Those are the only one that has any continuity.
Oh yeah,
whatsoever.
No, and that's what you had. And you had people that were in both movies,
Right.
but his demeanor is fairly the same in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know, like he does some weird squealing in part 1 that like is cool, but like they never do that.
The pig squealing.
Yeah, which I like because it's like, dude, like
It's
you know
fucking weird.
he's not of sound mind and body. And
He might have a problem or two.
yeah. He's definitely not the brains of the operation, and I like that, and I like the idea. Like he's, for the most part, he's a fucking simple teddy bear, and you know, hey, you can definitely get him riled.
And you
Get
can
'em
also
riled.
like calm him down and make it try to coax him into a little.
Or you can
you
rile him
got
up by
some boobies-
breaking into his house, like in the first movie. The
Right.
fucking kids are just breaking in left and right. Like,
And he
no
starts-
wonder he's
He
getting.
starts looking around. There's more. Is there fucking more of these fucking things?
Where are you guys fucking coming
He
from?
has like a
Yeah.
moment of crisis where he's like sitting by the window, like, "What the? Is there going to be any more of these fuckers coming?"
Imagine that. That guy's been alone his
Yeah.
whole life, and then all of a sudden, a bunch. And that's like what I love about.
Like, I think they're in the right to kill these
very much,
motherfuckers.
there
'cause
are
they're
by
breaking
law.
into his
They didn't
house.
actually. That's why they never even got Leatherface.
That's why he's free in this one.
Yeah.
They went to
Dude,
court.
seriously, by law, he's.
Well, yeah, especially in Texas. In Texas, you can probably just go out in the street and do that.
Yeah.
But like, but like they're in totally lawfully taking care of business. You know,
Well, again, like there's a little premeditation. If you got a ring the chainsaw, you have time to maybe chill out, or the people have time to leave. But if you come out with a hammer, maybe I can hammer you if you come to my house.
if you came in my house, I'm gonna hammer you.
You cross this line, you're about to get the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anybody that just like wrongfully tries to crawl in my window or come in my door.
Hammer time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But what I like about like in the part 2, even when they're in Nom Land and they have the little weird, underground thing, when people start skittering in there, even the cook is like, "What the fuck? Like, who you see someone just skittered by here?" Like, like they're all so surprised that people are coming to them.
Always, and 2 also, they're fucking skittering. This is that crazy booger.
Almost always they're coming to them, aren't they?
Because usually, like, if they are killing people, it's out people that fucked with them. Those fucking kids, rightfully so, were shooting up shit on the road and were fucking played chicken. With
chicken with the Sawyers, yeah, you dumb fuck.
You're gonna get fucking dealt with.
Right.
You fuck around and you get the
half.
chainsaw.
Right.
Yeah. So like all those things, like to me, I'm like, those yuppies deserved it.
I mean, they did for sure. Yeah. I'm not sure about the people in the van in the first movie, but knowing as stupid as they were, but like,
Franklin,
he's a fucking.
No one cared.
Yeah.
Franklin is, again, the only person in film history that was in a wheelchair that people were like, yeah, kill him.
I really thought the hitchhiker was a real person. Like they just wrangled a real guy, just threw him in front of a camera.
Oh, I love it,
dude. The authenticity in that guy's performance, like,
it's amazing,
it's unbelievable. I thought it was legit.
I followed
for the longest time.
Ed Neal, and he signs Polaroid cameras and and blades.
Yeah,
and he has a
really?
dope signature that says he just writes Hitchhiker, Edwin Neal. And I'm like, I need one.
You do
so
need
badly
one
for my collection.
You
And he's getting
do.
old. He's not the fucking spring chicken. He's,
They should cast him as the fucking cook.
I would have loved if they would have brought that thing.
They had Bill Moseley do it. Why not bring him back? The actual hitchhiker.
He actually did a good job of it. Like,
It did do in Drayton?
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, damn.
Do you remember
dude,
that from 3D? The very beginning of 3D is like kind of the end of
part
part 1.
Yeah.
And
so
Bill
the cops
Moseley
all come to
played
the house.
Drayton. Yeah.
Bill Moseley played Drayton, really.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so he looks and acts like, I mean, it's very brief. It's not like a long thing, but like it's pretty legit. It's believable enough. You got there over anything else they've tried to do.
You see him when he's Chop Top, he does a Drayton Sawyer for like a hot second.
I love
when he's like teasing them.
Yeah.
You're like, it's pretty legit.
Get that buck. Yeah, like
it's pretty legit.
Yeah,
pretty legit.
Totally.
So yeah, it's sick that they brought him back to do it.
And Drayton was the fucking best, dude. Like
He's great.
Yeah.
An unbelievable character. When I first saw, I think I saw 2 first.
Yeah.
And then I saw 1, and I couldn't believe. I'm like, it's the same fucking guy.
Yeah.
Acting the same way.
And really, like, I would almost say that Drayton Sawyer is almost the scariest out of all those guys.
I
in
agree.
part 1.
I agree.
When he's smiling
He's
and
always
like
smiling.
whacking her with the stick while he's driving the car.
Again, he's also very believable as like,
Yeah.
you just pulled the guy off the street.
Right.
And we're just filming this dude.
Totally.
They're so good. He and
Him and the hitchhiker. Fuck, dude, they're so good. They're amazing.
And I mean, and Bill Moseley was like the best thing that ever happened to part 2. Of course, like Chop Top is so scary and makes that fucking movie.
He's ghastly.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
an insane looking person with
Yeah.
a plate and everything.
Yeah. And again, like I love that
It's such a different movie from the
he
first one. So weird.
made a short film playing the hitchhiker from the first movie.
Right.
And that's how he got cast as the hitchhiker's twin for part 2.
Really?
Yeah. And I love it. Like, that's such a rad fucking story. And such a, like, think about all the shit that Bill Moseley's done. And it all stemmed from him riffing on and making a parody of Texas Chainsaw Massacre playing the hitchhiker.
I love a good parody too, so that makes me extra happy to hear
So
this
fucking
origin
rad.
story.
So I don't know. I love this franchise so much. I'm stoked that you're like getting into it. but
I'm fascinated by it right now.
I think this is going to be.
I'm glad to be able to talk to you. I don't know why, like, we've been buddies a long time. We've talked about Texas Chainsaw here and there, but I've never like really gone deep with
feel
you
like-
about it. And I'm excited to do that.
I think we always kind of defer to you, Brian,
For sure.
the expert. We don't really. We're like, your opinion is the right opinion.
I don't know that, but
is that one any good? If you're like, no, I'm like, okay, that one's no good.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the only
that's,
ones I care about is the first 3.
Yeah.
I know Leatherface gets a lot of shit part 3, but I like it a lot.
I like it a lot too.
I
And
like it a lot.
I appreciate the people that they brought in with this weird family. What I look at it too is I look at it like his family got all fucked up in the first 2 movies, right? And then these are extended family. So he went to go live with
that's
his
how it
extended family. You know, like that's
That's kind of the
after he
story I
got
was telling
cut
myself
in
too.
half.
yeah. What's that?
After he got cut in half, after he had a chainsaw coming through his human body.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you have to forgive that part.
I gotta be. I think the thing I like the most about part 3 is really the first half of the movie. And the second half is just kind of eh.
I kind of remember
Like
3.
with the when they're
I like,
driving around.
I like all the shit. Yeah, them driving around, finding that, going past that area where they found the mass grave.
Yeah.
Chasing down with the truck with the bright lights and all the shit at the gas station. Like, I like all that a lot.
Yeah.
And then
Ken
kind of when
Foree's
you
in
get to
3,
the
right?
house,
And 4s and 3. Yeah.
Right.
And we get to the house, and it's just like too fucking dark. You can't really see what's going on. They're just, I don't know.
See, but
At
there's
that
some
point, it
scenes
just gets
in that-
kind of fucking
See,
wonky to me.
I would disagree where I would say that there's some really like brightly lit scenes where like they have
Inside the house.
Yeah, in the kitchen they have what's his nuggets strung up in the kitchen.
Right.
And they fucking hammer him.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like
through the switch.
full lights on.
Wait,
Yeah, I
and
remember that being
fucking
grassy,
Leatherface has a child in that one, right? That's the one where
Well,
he has
there's a little
that's
girl
that's his little girl.
played by Jenna Banco that is
Yeah.
like Jennifer Banco from
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and I love her. She's awesome. And like, but I don't know.
She's
it's supposed to be
supposed
his daughter.
I think he knocked some
You kind of
poor
get that
victim
like,
up.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like that girl that escapes in the movie.
Yeah,
Like
'cause he's
just like random.
Leatherface
you
is
know.
the horny little devil.
Well, and you can't. Yeah, you know, we're all horny little devils. But
I thought he was impotent, so I'm surprised
we-
he even could
we
knock
have-
knock a woman up.
people in our lives that tell us, "Hey, don't do that." You know,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
He doesn't have that. He's
He's
not
got
the
people
guidance.
say, "Do that."
Do more of that.
Get
Yeah.
that bee, Leatherface.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically the horror McPoyles. Like they're just like into it. That kid could very well be that old lady's kid.
Or it could just be a baby they found from one of the victims,
Exactly.
and they just
They
raised
kept.
her. Yeah.
You know, because
There's
they're
a lot of scenarios.
fatherly.
And
They
that her
kinda
little
have a-
baby doll in that movie, and
Oh,
it's
with
just
the
like a
skull?
little fucking skeleton
Yeah,
of some
it's like a baby
some
skull.
infant skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Terrifying.
That's fucking so scary.
I would love to talk to her sometime. I follow her on social media and stuff, and she's an interesting chick. Like, and I met her before, and she was awesome, really, really nice. But but the fact that she's been in 2 of these franchises,
It's
movies
pretty huge,
when
yeah.
she was young. I'm curious. It'd be interesting to see what she remembers and what what her life's been like through all that.
Yeah.
So,
When was the last time you saw the remake?
no, it's been a long time.
I think
Yeah.
it's worth a revisit, man.
There's a lot of things. Like, I hate to say it, but I will now because I know that this movie is gonna fucking take all the heat. There's a lot in that movie that I can say is decent. I love the house. I love that. I love, of course, Arlie Army. Even though
Yeah,
that's
he's great.
weird, but like if you're gonna get any new person to kind of play a fucking crazy family member, have him. You know,
he's
Like,
so
dope.
intimidating. He's
So
so
scary.
great. So
I love how he wears his hat and it pushes his ears down. Love that.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's just like you're like that's not right.
And I like
You
could
are
just-
not right.
You could just hang stuff off those eyebrows, like they're
Oh.
just so thick and pointy.
Yeah, hang the fucking hook.
Yep. Hang a girl on them things. Just fucking string them up.
But and I like the weird Monty, the weird legless fucking family member.
He's
in the
the
wheelchair.
thing I don't like about the
Really?
movie. For whatever,
Yeah.
I just do not like that character.
He's so scary, even in a wheelchair with no legs. I'm like, that
He's
guy
gross.
scares me.
He's gross. Yeah, he's like trying to cop a field, trying to
Yeah,
help
and
his
he's
ass
just
in the
aggro,
toilet.
so aggro. I mean, Jessica Biel, beautiful. She's great. Like, like I knew somebody whose cousin was in that movie that gets the first skinned face with the goatee.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
The guy from 6 Feet Under?
Yeah, I forget who I knew. That's their cousin, but
That's so funny.
from Santa Rosa.
Interesting. No shit.
Yeah, because I remember being like, oh, that's great. That's cool. That's crazy.
There's one of the actors, I think he was in the Virgin Suicides and some shit like that. He's kind of like the nerdier dude. He has like the sideburns.
yeah.
He's great
He
in
is
Texas Chainsaw.
He is really good, actually.
He's so good.
I saw him in something else that he was really good in too. But I like that actor.
Yeah,
Like I think he's a good
love
actor.
that actor. He's
Yeah,
fantastic, and then in particular in Texas Chainsaw. I
Well, he's
think
like, there's a point where he's like
killer.
slobbering and like freaking out, and I think he's like drooling and shit,
Yes,
and like,
and
oh my god, it's scary.
The homeboy's making him put a gun in his mouth, and all.
Maybe that's
and he's
the
like
scene I'm
puking
thinking.
on the gun, like all this
Yeah,
crazy shit.
yeah.
He's fucking excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent in that movie.
I will say if I was to like introduce any other of the franchise into ones that will keep around, it would be that one. It'd be 1, 2, 3, and the remake. I hate that they show his face. I hate that like
I don't like that either.
I hate that they changed the names. I hate like the dynamic is weird with the family members. It's kind of weird.
It's always weird. Other than the first 2, it's always
Yeah.
something. It's just so off.
So,
I don't.
yeah.
Hi, Josh. Sorry, Brian and I just
What you guys
staring
talking
at each
about?
other, talking about
fine.
Texas Chainsaw.
I'm just taking a little nap.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't mind. It's no problem.
I obviously could talk about Texas Chainsaw till the cows come home.
Well,
so.
let's watch this new one, and we'll.
Maybe we can complete the circle for Brian. Then we talk about where it places.
Yeah, I want.
Where it places in the fucking in the pantheon.
And
the trash.
It's so weird that these. Yeah.
The toilet bowl.
Right. Flush it right down. Yeah, it's just weird how sloppy this franchise is. I think it might be the sloppiest of
maybe
all
this is
the franchises.
Maybe this is you're gonna have your mind blown. This is gonna be. This is really gonna bring it home. Wrap it up because this is like they're Halloweening it where like this is the sequel to part 1. Everything else is horseshit.
which they've already done before.
Nah, this one is the one.
This is the. Yeah.
Fuck
this
those
is,
other
What's
ones.
This
crazy
is
though is
one.
as much shit as we've talked about how messy Halloween franchise is,
This is messier.
it is messier.
I
it's
hate
a
they can't even get the
fucking
names
disaster.
right.
No, I hate to admit it, but it's like
Every
it really
single sequel is a fucking mess from the original source.
Yeah.
It's legit. Even the second one, as much as I love it.
Oh, it is it is a cartoon of the first
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
for sure.
I wish they made it into a cartoon, like a Saturday
we
morning
talked
cartoon.
about
Yeah,
it would
like
be
Tucker
so
Carter
great.
style, like
So
Fully, yeah.
great. I would love it. Action figures.
Get
I
Bill
want the
Moseley doing
toys
Drayton's
from
voice.
the cartoon.
What's that?
I want toys from the cartoon.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Yeah.
Make them all weird too, like color their hair, like with the Ghostbusters
Yeah,
cartoon.
exactly. Yeah,
And the
yeah.
toys look like that,
exaggerated,
yeah.
They're
little
all, like
extra.
super stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has a color scheme. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Let's watch this new shit and see what's up.
Okay,
let's
bye.
find out what the deal is.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. See you on the other side, weirdos.
We have a vision for this place. All it needs is young blood.
I don't want to live here. This is a chance for people to start fresh somewhere. Somewhere safe. Hey guys, you should see this.
What are you doing in our house? You really shouldn't be here.
Oh my God. This is Hardesty.
Sally, I'm afraid your old friend's back.
50 years I've been waiting for this night. Just to see him again. Leatherface. Looks like it's you that he wants.
I'm not gonna let him kill you.
Fear no evil. Fear no evil.
Try anything and you're canceled, bro.
Oh fuck. Well, Jeff, I hope you're happy with yourself.
Fuck.
Happy birthday to yourself.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah, that was something. That was something. I'm still trying to process everything we just witnessed. Where do we start? Where do we even begin? Highlights, good things.
There's a couple good things.
Give me
Last
some
scene.
good things.
Last scene, kind of cool.
Last scene.
What do you mean, like when he comes back?
Yeah, the very last
Sure.
kill.
But like,
But of course, it has to do with the main. It's the self-driving car.
the self-driving car survived.
Thanks, Elon Musk. I blame Elon Musk for that. Highlights.
I like the arm break when the bone stab.
Yo,
That was pretty fun.
unexpected.
Yeah, that was
The
pretty
first
fun.
one, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's completely impossible, but I still think
It's-
as far as if I'm gonna get something
Over
there's
the top
there's a lot of
gore,
gore. They were
yeah.
definitely trying to. I feel like they were trying to be like, let's make this thing really gory so people don't notice how shitty this movie is under the blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is so gory and hyper-violent that it's almost ineffective
Yeah,
after the first arm kill.
I mean, the problem with gore and stuff is if it doesn't matter on an emotional level, like who cares?
exactly. It's just gore for gore's sake. Which is, there's people that are into that, and I understand it.
I think they found a guy that just looked like Gunnar Hansen to be
Yeah,
Leatherface.
kinda, but like
Yeah, kinda.
schlubbier. Like this is the schlubbiest version of Leatherface I've ever seen.
What else is this guy in? Anything?
I hate it. And it doesn't make sense because, yeah, he's supposed to be old. He's supposed to be almost 70. And yet, homeboy is fucking jumping out of water like Shamu, fucking running at you like a cheetah. like there's... it doesn't
I
make
know
any
Leatherface
sense.
was in Mortal Kombat, but now he's like throwing his chainsaw
Yeah.
and like doing spin moves and like what?
Like, I
what
like
the
that.
fuck?
But doesn't... I could be wrong because I've never actually, like, chainsawed with an actual real chainsaw.
You should.
if
You should, as a
I
fan,
should-
chainsaw
as a
fan,
chainsaw
you
fan, I
should
should. I
go
should.
out to the woods and just chainsaw
I've
something.
held real chainsaws, but I've never actually chainsawed anything.
Oh, yeah, something you would probably
but
like.
am I incorrect that if you threw the chainsaw would then turn off?
Yeah. Oh,
Right,
yeah.
you had to pull
It's
the
got
trigger.
a trigger.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, that's bullshit.
Maybe he's got it rigged. special
but
rig.
also-
That's what he was doing in the room, tinkering.
Also, it's just heavy, so it just hurts.
Yeah, like from that level, like I actually like that. That was one of the things that I was like, that's cool. Throw the fucking chainsaw. It makes sense. You're a fucking old man. Throw it. You don't have to run as far.
You don't have to carry it far. You go get it.
Yeah, things heavy.
But also, that thing is heavy.
Heavy as shit, yeah. But this movie is so chock full of fucking nonsense and bullshit.
So let's start from the let's start from the top. We do get John Larroquette back for a little voiceover.
That's a highlight.
That's a
For a
highlight.
little voiceover.
I couldn't really tell for a second there. I'm like, is this just the old one? No, that's the new one.
Yeah, they got him, and they have the funny
What's he
little
doing these
the TV
days?
documentary about Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right, so they're using like old footage of the movie,
They actually
the original
used
movie,
in the documentary
to make it a documentary. Yeah,
which is really funny.
Which I don't know. I don't know if I
mean-
hate or like, or I don't know. I'm kind of down the middle on
But
that part.
the movie can't exist because the movie is this universe. So this universe is not like the movie was made about it. That the movie is the universe. So the documentary that we saw is
Real.
the real documentary in the universe. But John Larroquette is back and like
Yeah, doing that's just
just for us.
fan service.
Yeah.
That's for that is
But
just so we were like,
it's-
hey, there's John Larroquette. That's the best thing we could get.
Yeah.
it's fortunate that thing ran the very day that Leatherface got back into action after 50 years.
I know,
Fortunate.
right? I know.
Oh, that's
that
really
is
good.
coingadink.
Oh, hey, also this gas station where they're selling all this shit. Do they do that for killers? Do they have gas stations dedicated to selling killers
I mean,
merchandise?
you know-
Is there an Ed Gein spot up?
I wish.
Yeah.
But
Right over in Sonoma, there's that Zodiac store at the gas station that sells all the Zodiac stuff.
Every gas station has a couple of Zodiac
Yeah.
shirts you could just buy.
What-
No, they do not.
what's funny
listeners.
though is that it's kind of supposed to be the Texas Chainsaw gas station, right? Like,
Yeah, I suppose, huh?
but that doesn't exist in this reality
right.
because that would mean the movie would exist in this reality. But this is real. But somehow it's still
Well, the gas station
cool
still
enough-
exists in this reality because they did go to the gas station before they went to the when they
Right, but I mean like
down.
a souvenir shop.
But you think
like,
that
selling
Sally,
like-
who lives, we find out Sally lives in the town.
she's got to live less than what 30 miles.
Maybe is that just a random gas station that's in Texas? So it's just like,
That's-
oh, we sell Texas
Yeah, but, yeah, I guess
stuff
so.
from the killing, the infamous. But no, it has to be because there's all these newspaper clippings. It has to be from the area. That incident must have been localized to that
Sure.
gas station.
I don't know. It like
And then and then she still couldn't find him after all the time when he's just been in the fucking cuts
In town?
in the same town.
Yeah. Oh, I had so many problems with that. So Leatherface is just chilling, not leather-faced at all, and Chainsaw fucking sealed up in a wall.
He went to an orphanage.
And he just okay. So like, what? She took him in as this fucking
As a
25-year-old
grown-ass.
grown ass. Yeah. What? So he just
Hi, goo goo gaga.
was he like? Can I go back?
Yeah, but then he got into a little basket in a diaper and waited for her to open the door and go, "Oh, what a sweet
Leather diaper.
leather diaper
Oh.
made with a real old man's penis and butt on it. Maybe Franklin's penis and butt.
Yep.
Franklin's and beans.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god! Yeah, those things are pristine.
With a safety-
you know,
yeah, a
Franklin,
safety-
Rolls up in a
Franklin wasn't
carriage
doing
made
nothing
of
with
his
those.
wheelchair.
What's that?
He rolls up in a carriage made of that wheelchair.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Reels himself up to the door. See, already that from the jump when they were like that whole thing, like that doesn't make any fucking sense, and I hate it.
Well, I
But-
know you hate it.
But it would have made so much more sense. Your story was so much better, and it's essentially kind of identical, but better. There's an insane asylum
Yeah.
in Texas, or this little weird home.
Yeah. So the, yeah,
And-
so
and
essentially Halloween,
and
yeah.
He's just been living there. Yeah.
folks at home who I haven't had personal conversations with. When I originally, before I ever saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I had envisioned it as being a film set in an insane asylum, and that's where the massacre goes down. That's where shit gets crazy. So that's the movie I've always wanted to see that I never got to see.
Yeah.
And I told Brian that, so that's what we're referencing.
I thought you talked about it at least once.
I might have,
maybe. Yeah.
but just
on
to catch people up,
Exactly.
what
Yeah, I
we're
feel
getting
like
into.
maybe that would be the
I
way
still
to
want
go.
to see that, and I think Sally should have ended up in the fucking insane asylum because
In real life,
she
she would've?
looked like she fucking snapped at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, she looked.
She
like
was
she had been
upset.
through hell.
No, she had. At the end of the original, she was broken.
And here's the thing I liked about Sally's character from the original that it doesn't jive with this new Sally. She was very much like a real person in that, like, and she was in a terrible situation, and she pretty much only survived out of luck, not out of being a hero and outwitting anybody or doing anything like that. She was in a desperate situation and made some desperate moves and got lucky and
runs hella
got out
fast
of it
and jumps out of windows.
And pretty much lost her fucking mind because she went through crazy shit like anyone would. Like, she's a normal person. I can relate to her.
Exactly.
Like, that's probably how I would have been.
Yeah.
And then here she is in this movie, and all of a sudden she's been searching
pigs?
for him for, slaughtering pigs and searching for him for all these years, and is ready to be some kind of badass. I don't buy that for a second.
No, there's no way. Also, like, most people, if you're in a situation like that, let's say like Sally was really in, and she saw everyone she knew fucking made for barbecue.
Yeah.
You're never first of all, you're a vegetarian. You don't fuck around with blood anymore. You're living a very quiet, mellow life somewhere far away from Texas.
You either have mental health.
Yep.
And you're certainly not in Texas anymore. You're not a fucking block away or whatever, where the fuck she was. She got there in no time flat.
Yeah. And was she a sheriff now? I saw she had a badge on her.
What was she?
I think she probably got that at the fucking gas station. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
She had a badge?
She had a badge.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, it was probably just... Yeah, like fucking...
Marshall, what is this, Gunsmoke?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
And I know people are gonna be like, "That's what Texas do. I'm gonna be a marshal now. I'm gonna be a fucking sheriff. Deputize me."
Hey, our Texan friends. I know we got Texan friends.
Lots of them.
We're just playing, of course.
Don't you?
That was an embarrassment. My accent. I apologize.
I apologize.
So she does show up though, and the girls are running around, and she rescues them. Not too dissimilar to how she got rescued at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But instead of driving away like that truck driver did that saved her life, she locks them in the back of her car and stays.
Yeah.
What?
For bait.
No. Give them the keys. Let them drive the fuck off. Fine. You want to stay and fuck around?
Exactly.
Fine.
Yeah.
But you're gonna hold these people hostage so you can do some dumb shit?
Yeah.
No.
Some
fuck
bullshit.
And why is it always
for story reasons? I hate it.
I hate it. And I hate that they never do it. They wait 50 years. And they fucking blow it so goddamn hard, you get a chainsaw on the cooch. Like, it is so fucking stupid. Like, it blows my mind, and it's such a disservice to Sally. Sally was like, I lived. I don't ever want to look back. I don't want to see Leatherface again. I don't want to deal with any of that shit. Drive away. Leave me. Like, why would she?
You got away.
And you're going to go back and blow it that fucking hard? Say my name, bitch. Like, what?
Remember me? No, you had him in your sights. Pull the trigger.
Yeah, his head was literally the end of that barrel. You're telling me that she waited 50 years to be like, say my name.
His sloppy ass got up and walked out of the room.
Walked.
He wasn't even concerned about her.
Yeah.
Walked out of the room, and she did shit.
Then he went down the stairs, and then he went out of a building, then he went down the street, right up to the car. She didn't do shit.
Yeah.
She's ineffective. Start shooting. Keep shooting.
Yeah. And also, if you're in that car, tell me you're not just fucking 360 in your fucking head around looking for anything moving.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
no, he's not gonna just accidentally roll up on you.
And that was like his whole, like, how fast he was and everything. Like, and I hate the idea that he's supernatural is fucking bullshit. Leatherface is human. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Those shotgun blasts, he would have been done.
Totally.
That's it.
He got shot at like 4 times.
Yeah. And then a fucking
knifed.
up the fucking knife in the belly. He didn't even care about that and got unzipped. And somehow the mask still stayed on.
Yeah, you're underwater. What, with no string apparently, as far as I could see.
No.
Also, he's the victim here. Yeah. They intruded in his house where he's just trying to live. Again, I'm just Leatherface trying to live. I'm just trying to exist.
My life. Yeah.
And some young motherfuckers be rolling up in here and fucking my shit up.
Yeah. Killed my fake mama. And
they didn't though.
No, but they disturbed her enough that she got upset to die.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they were definitely trespassing on her place.
Trespassing, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Just walked right in.
Upsetting her, 100%.
Yeah.
Killing her, no. That's.
No, I'm not saying that
that's
they're.
her body. I know, but that's what they kept saying.
Oh yeah.
You killed her. Oh, someone has to go with.
No.
I go with this stranger. Fuck off. You didn't do shit. You don't owe this woman nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you owe her to not walk in her fucking house when you don't own the joint.
Yeah, that's interesting. That whole thing. Like, I forgot the paperwork, but there was no paperwork, and it was bullshit, and Like that idea.
And puke about owning this town and being fucking influencers, and we're gonna open a fucking little eatery right over here in the corner of this dusty old town. Fuck you.
Like,
who's coming out there to fucking see your ass?
I've had that fantastical notion when I considered we should all move to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and just fucking sit up there, and every place is vacant. That'll be the tattoo shop.
Right.
That'll be this fucking skate shop. It'll be really a fun place to live until winter, and then it freezes to death, and we all realize why this town is a ghost town.
Yeah. I mean, the idea in
Sorry, Wilkes-Barre fans.
The idea in reality, sure, that's a cool idea, but it's fucking also nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that like they had to keep showing that town from the same angle because that shit was all fake.
Oh,
That is the that is the Netflix backlot.
Yeah, straight up, and it's like y'all can. This is so fucking whack.
Stranger Things bought that.
Really?
Netflix. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
But it did. It did. It really did.
for sure. For sure.
But there's actual like ghost town sets that you could use.
Straight up, just go to some.
Or yeah,
They're
real
there.
ghost towns or
They're
whatever.
there.
Whatever. Like, I'm so mad.
Were we supposed to be rooting for Leatherface? Because I certainly wasn't rooting for the kids.
No
They
one of
were
those kids you liked.
in the wrong from the jump.
Yeah, even the mousy shot up girl is annoying, and like there's not enough development to be like to care about her still.
Yeah,
like they try to like jam it in there so hard with this sob story about being shot at her like school, and that's horrible. Sure, and they're trying to impart some kind of present day reality on our part into that. Sure.
But I feel like the thing we learned about is that guns are actually good.
Yeah.
No, that's not. That's
yeah,
not, that's not correct.
Opposite of what
that's not correct.
that story should promote, right?
Yeah, that she embraces guns at the end is not the character arc I'm looking for
No.
with that.
I'm not trying to say that the youth of today, the people that are like talented chefs and things, and all the diverse people from Austin come to a place, try to tear down the Confederate flags and get revenged for it, and literally everyone dies.
Yeah, soup. There's a bus of soup.
So, like, what is this? What message of I'm not trying to say like the message is that important, but this is a reverse message.
Well, it's kind of it's almost
like guns saved the day, kind of, but not really. Leatherface still came back and chopped your head off.
But pretty much the guns were our main heroes here.
And an electric car, autopilot car.
The only thing that really saved the last living person was Elon Musk.
God damn it.
But even then, maybe just for a little while, he could have tossed that chainsaw at her. He'll probably fucking do a backflip off a building.
He's going to get in the car and chase that Tesla down and smash it and then take her head off.
I really wish he would have just, after he cut her sister's head, then did the fucking chainsaw wing and just fucking bonked her, and she fell out dead. Yeah. And that's the end of the movie.
And then her head comes back on the chainsaw somehow and he catches it. Fucking...
Why not?
Well, shit.
At that point,
you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is he so fast? If this is an actual sequel, his leg was way fucked after the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay? So at the very least, he would be lumbering and limping way more. Homeboy is fucking quick.
I mean, this was a real live massacre.
Yeah. And a lot of it was live streamed.
Live by live.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it was all... Everyone had it. Like, even when you're getting fucking chawed, you're like, your phone's going, booga, 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 but you're not taking it off.
Yeah.
That girl's sister, too, is just such a dick for the whole time. And then she's like our hero.
The Aaliyah Shawkat look-alike contest winner?
All curly hair there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck her. Fuck her the entire time. She sucks.
And for like one brief moment after she realizes that lady died, she's like, "Oh fuck, let's go."
We blew it.
Never rooting for her. Ever,
You're not
ever.
rooting for any of those people. Literally,
So
none of them.
again, the sympathetic one is Leatherface. I'm not supposed to be rooting for his ass.
Yeah. So they made this seem like they're going to try to continue this franchise, right?
Oh, he's fine. He's healed.
He looked fine. Yeah. Therefore, like, what? There's just this town now that Leatherface is the mayor of. Like, what?
I think Sally comes back. She's fine. She actually, even though I did see her fucking kebabbed and chucked across an alley.
Yeah.
She still was able to get a couple shots off. Like, what? You're old. I just saw you get fucking sliced.
So
old. I mentioned earlier, when you're old, all you have to do is sneeze and you're fucked. How the fuck are you gonna manage a deep gutting from a chainsaw?
Yeah, I hate that like his chainsaw was in the wall because that also means like
Seriously.
did he show up at the orphanage with his chainsaw
and then put a hole in the wall and then
sealed it up?
Patch it up?
I don't think he has the wherewithal, the mind power to do that.
It wasn't.
And
it was lath. It was plaster and lath. I have an old house. That's not something that they would have done in the 70s. They would have put sheetrock up in the 70s. You don't fucking... No. That means he went in the attic and plopped it down a fucking wall. Maybe.
Right, yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Why?
Hide the chainsaw. I'm a criminal.
Under your bed.
For what?
Because he showed up in the leather diaper with the chainsaw. Goo goo gaga.
But apparently no one was looking for him because he would have been easy to find. You know, here he is, this fucking
you have a big chungus here?
grown-ass man in an orphanage.
There's a big chungus here with a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah.
I think
Anyone
you know who it
see
might
any
be.
big chunguses? Big chung guy? Nope.
Yeah, like
His fingerprints are all over the crime scene. Like this chainsaw isn't going to matter, and it's just it's a tool, so you could just put it anywhere.
and the cops are like, "Oh, it's cool. It's her son." And then they show his face at the very beginning of the movie, and it's
Which I don't wanna see.
It's just this actor's schlubby face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't need that.
I hate they kept on showing, like he didn't have his mask on, so they're not going to do any wide shots yet. They keep on showing just his eye, like these zoom-ins of his fucking eyeball. I'm like, what the fuck?
And they show his mom, and I always like to see Alice Krieg, whatever her name is, Kriege.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Krieg.
Always scary. Oh, remember she was the witch in the movie we watched, Gretel and Hansel.
Oh, was
she
she?
was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She
Right
was
on.
the-
I mean, she's great in everything.
She was a Viat.
Borg
yeah.
Queen, fucking
Yep.
Vagina Blood Rainer in
Oh,
Silent Hill.
We gotta do Silent Hill.
And
I
our
love Silent
favorite
Hill.
Ghost Story, she's in that fucking movie all over the place. She's
Yep.
the best.
Yep.
Nice.
But as Leatherface's mom, orphan mom, she has Los Angeles style old lady Botox in all parts of face.
Yeah.
I
Like-
know that lips.
Flappy lips, cheekbones like an alien face. She looks like the Borg Queen, but in Texas.
Yeah. So answer me this. In almost, I'm going to say in the good versions of these movies, of the franchises, when anybody gets fucking their face removed, that face still looks like that person.
It helps.
At least somewhat. Alice Krieg has a tiny little nose.
And regular ears. Somehow she turned into like Jabba the Hutt and Sloth.
I know, she's like a-
and made a fucking face.
Definitely
goop
Jabba the
monster.
Hutt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's like he took Jabba the Hutt's face off and put it on his...
Yeah, like
With an ear just flopping
that
out.
fucking sloth ear.
Yeah.
And then they show her later scanned, and it doesn't look. It looks like somebody put eyeballs on a meatloaf. Like it looks so dumb. I'm like, what effect? Netflix has money. I've seen things they've made with money, and it's like that. that is the worst effects I've ever seen. Like the gore was fantastic, but the mask design was fucking horrible. That fucking lady's skin looked super dumb.
The face reminds me of like those fucking doctors in Twilight Zone. You know, like the stupid...
Yeah.
Oh,
with
yeah, right, with the turned up
the
nose.
frown and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also hated that he cut so far back on her fucking forehead, he looked bald wearing it.
But she wasn't bald. She
No,
had hair.
She had a normal head.
So how did that work? Is he
How
out
did-
there giving her a haircut
He
too?
is
or
a 7-foot-tall goon.
Yeah.
And she is a little
a
wisp.
5'7".
Yeah, that's-
How does her
5'5".
face go all the way around his massive head?
Yeah.
Might have been more interesting if you just had like a little mask.
Yeah, you know, I have that rad little leather face mask that Dustin made that is sick. And when you put it on a regular sized person's face, it is terrifying.
Right? That could have been scary.
Yeah, way
The
scary.
floating little shrunken
Yeah,
head.
it's got one little ear on it, and it's like, it's the dopest. And it's way scarier because you're like, that is wrong. That is so wrong.
You should put on a baby
Even wronger.
with a little elastic. Well, let me see your baby for a sec. Hello, Baba.
Dude, what if he cut off a baby's face? and
I was
used
thinking
as
that
a
too.
mask? That
If
would
you
be
just had like a little
gnar.
baby face.
Dude,
That'd be gnar.
so gnar. And it would cover like,
Yeah, you could see
barely
like
his-
his fucked up teeth underneath.
Dude, he should have
Flopping
he should make a whole mask out of like 4 babies' faces. I mean, that's probably not cool to say
rude,
or want to see.
but it's fucked up. But that would take it to another depraved level.
Baby face.
I just don't know who,
Babyface.
like how these guys are like professional like makeup or like design like effects people and
You said you heard an interview with them. What did
I-
they
I
say?
read it.
What did they say about?
man, they were like,
about
oh,
making this.
we have so much respect for this movie, and we knew we had such a big job trying to make sure
Yes,
that we paid
correct.
respect to it and made it
Correct.
the best version we could. And I'm like, what?
Where
You guys
was?
farted on a piece of latex and slapped it on his fucking head.
It looks like fucking cow shit.
Yeah, it's the worst mask I've seen, and there's been some horrible ones.
It's the worst Leatherface mask. It doesn't look like, I mean, if you're going for a brand new look, it's about as cool and respective of the fucking legacy as Jackie Earle Haley's face in
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
100%.
It's like not.
I at least want a couple stitches in a fucking Leatherface mask.
They tried to impart. They were talking about this in the interview too. They're like, "Oh, he had to cut the face off of somebody he loved very much, so it's very impactful and all this." I'm like, that's some fucking lady that let this fucking goon live with her for 50 years. He doesn't like married to her, or that's not his actual blood parents or nothing. Like Skinner.
I mean, I guess, but I also find it the reverse of that more frightening. Like in the remake, when Jessica Biel sees her fucking boyfriend's face on Leatherface, like that's
with the
more
goatee
frightening.
and all.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of stupid, but like for her, the emotional impact of her seeing her boyfriend's face
way crazier, right?
Is
way more impactful.
Nuts.
Yeah,
is nuts.
What, putting Harley's face on fucking Stretch?
Exactly, seeing fucking homeboy's face, and then oh, see, that's fucked up. That's hard.
This was
for me.
more like
this
you
is
didn't
like
even
an
like
honor.
that lady apparently.
Right.
Like, why you cut her face right off? Like, there's like 2 other guys in there.
I know, right?
Cut
There's plenty
their
of faces
off.
Yeah, there's so many faces to use, and you're going to use the person you
You
supposedly
can use
love.
the littlest face.
Use that pretty girl's face. That would have been nice on you, bro.
Well, he even liked it, and like they
you could have kept those teeth too. You could have fucking skied out on those things.
Yeah.
Damn, those big teeth. Damn, those things are huge.
Eat out on those things.
But like they had a moment there where he's kind of like brushing her hair in front of her face, which is very much taken from part 2. Him fucking with Stretch. And there's the thing that Sally says where she's like, I fear no evil, which is totally taken from part 2. And fucking and Lefty's shit.
But they're trying to negate part 2 in this, right? This is just a sequel
This
to the
is part 1.
first movie.
Yep.
Yeah. But then we're gonna just steal from part 2.
Yeah, they're fully those are 2 very I'm sorry, but 100% ripped off moments from part 2.
Right.
So like I don't know why you wouldn't just like keep part 2 in there, because at least you still had Drayton in both movies. Okay, you had Leatherface in both movies, obviously played by different people, but whatever. You had the Hitchhiker and Chop Top brothers. They're so it's all connected that way. You still have Grandpa. We didn't get fucking Grandpa in this movie.
Oh, dude, we didn't get
No
a
fucking
grandpa.
close.
That's
No,
a
nothing like
first
that.
in the series, right?
Yeah.
Not getting a grandpa.
Like how sick would have Lisa been if he climbs up into the attic to get his chainsaw, because it's not in the wall, because that's fucking stupid. And Grandpa's just up there, dead, finally, but just chilling, like,
with chainsaw in
respectful.
lap.
Yeah, just like holding the chainsaw.
Yeah, you don't got to
That
break
would
it out of the
be
wall. That doesn't make any sense.
So tight if he was chilling up there, just all dusty.
Yeah, just be like,
But look at Grandma in the corner too. She's big and blustery
Why
and
not?
saggy.
Why not?
I hated that we see Leatherface right when the guy comes in the house to get the flag, and Leatherface is sitting in a fucking recliner.
Made out of bones, granted, but
Was it made out of bones?
There's some bonage. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I was too busy focusing on the
the
guy.
handles had some bones, and then the back piece was kind of ornate bone work.
The cops had acted like they'd been in that house before.
But
knew
apparently
about that
not
kid.
the fucking homeboy's room.
What? But that wasn't. Was that? Well, I guess so. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I actually don't know where that seat was located.
But it was like.
But it
so
was
dumb,
still like.
I just saw
was
Leatherface
right upstairs, yeah.
with no mask on in a recliner. As the first thing I seen of him in 50 years, I'm gonna blow my brains out.
Yeah. It wasn't how I wanted to see it.
No,
Not like this.
the face of sadness.
Bro, I can see you. You're right there. Move out of the screen, dude.
You're not in until 3 more scenes from now.
You're not even supposed to be here, dude.
Why did that girl have to go with them to the hospital with that lady?
Well, that made no sense.
What?
Because Aaliyah
What?
Shawkat wanted to, and they needed her to
Why?
be there for the investors. But yeah,
Why would she even want to? She apparently she has a son. Apparently, as far as they know, has a son. It's going with her.
Yeah.
Why would you ask me to
There's
be
2 police
involved
that
in this
know
at
her.
all?
And this, apparently she.
2 police.
Yeah.
That's 3 motherfucking people.
You said it best. You were like, you haven't even seen this woman yet, and you're getting in the van to
Yeah.
go with her.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll go with her. Like, firstly, no, don't. And secondly, why would you take her place? You literally haven't even seen the person
Yeah,
who's affected. Why would you go with a stranger and police and a giant hulking goof?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You asked for it.
What?
You went.
Because we need her in the car for this awesome scene where he peeps his head out of the fucking
Where he cuts her with a piece of
the
glass.
flower patch or whatever the fuck.
glass, dude.
All the coolest kills in this
Without a
before he
chainsaw.
even found a chainsaw.
Yeah. Also, the trailer has pretty much this entire movie in it. I mean, I know they do that, but like all of the like stuff that really happens in the movie that's like of substantial whatever attacks or whatever, it's all in this trailer.
The exception of Sally on the end of a fucking the business end of a chainsaw.
Yeah, which
I
of
meant
course
that's the only
you
thing
knew
you
that
didn't
was
see.
going to happen.
I did like her being hoisted in the air like that.
Oh yeah, you like that.
That kind of shit I did always want to fucking see.
Because you're like, I know, Sally, you've been waiting 50 years for this, but I've been waiting 50 years for you to be on the end of a chainsaw. Fucking rain and blood.
But even in that bus scene, like yeah, that shit is cringy as fuck. But once he starts going to town, I'm like, whoa, this is insane.
It's kind of funny because it's just like a tin can filled with fucking meat.
Yeah.
You know? So, and he's just like sawing away.
the girl trying to climb out the window and you just right in half.
First of all,
Like,
all
whoa,
the
what?
buses have this little thing you just pull, and those windows come out. They come right out because like they're made to do that for emergencies.
Yeah, for emergency reasons.
So like
I was gonna say for these very reasons, but no, that's not true.
Especially like because this movie takes place now with cell phones and all that bullshit. That thing, even if it was a retro bus, would still have that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At the
still
very
pop
least,
the
they would
windows.
have ones that slid open, so you had to fucking smell the bathroom. Oh my god,
toilet.
My favorite part was fucking him sawing through the fucking poo pipe.
Just happened to be right
Your
there.
head was right there.
It was fucking full Joe Dirt. I got the poo on me.
And you know what? That was Leatherface's poo.
Yeah, that was him and that fucking dusty old ladies.
You know she hasn't pooed ever in a long time.
No.
But Leatherface poos nonstop.
Hard white pellets. Leatherface is just pooping the pudding, dude.
And it came right in her head, and you were like, it's poo. Poo.
You remember that scene where they knocked the little thing off that tank and he's like, I got the poo on me. It's fucking the same shit. I loved it. That was funny.
I cheered because I hated her so much. Like, yeah, fuck you.
Get the poo on you.
Good.
Yeah,
Fuck
you're
you.
covered in poo. And then she got right on the bus and hugged her sister and like, you're covered in raw Leatherface sewage.
Everyone in that bus would be like, ew.
Yeah. Oh, it smells like a fucking butts in here.
I'm gonna,
oh my god.
I'm gonna film this chick. She smells like poop.
It fully smells like poop. Who smells like poop?
You. Say hi to Zuckerberg, you poop head.
Say hi to Zuckerberg. Does that mean that she's live streaming her poopy head? Hey, say hi to Zuckerberg, poop head.
They're influencers, man.
You got Zuckerberg.
I love that, like, they're like, we're influencers and we're all about tennis. And then she had left her phone just in the fucking bus for like hour. Like, if you're an influencer, you always have your goddamn phone on you.
Also,
I hate it.
she arrived in the car. Why wouldn't it be in the car?
Right.
Why is it in the bus that she wasn't even a part of?
So let me get this straight.
Please, someone get it straight for me.
These two 22-year-olds from Austin, Texas, find a town that's a ghost town,
That's not
evict
actually a ghost
everybody,
Yeah, try to.
like attempt to evict everybody so that they could auction off the lots to other 22-year-olds.
Yeah, influencers. Don't forget that part.
Where did they actually say they were
Oh,
influencers?
yeah. They said that. They said, even this part says
Oh, the description?
45 influencers infiltrate.
on Netflix, in this sequel, influencers looking to breathe new life into a Texas ghost town and encounter Leatherface, an infamous killer who wears a mask of human skin.
A mask of human skin.
Also, who am I rooting for? Not the influencers, I'll tell you that much.
I mean,
I'm going to side with the fucking bloody-faced guy with the chainsaw.
Yeah,
killing
not the
everybody.
20-year-old gentrification
No,
masters.
I'd rather side with a guy who's wearing a face on his face.
Yeah,
That makes more sense to me.
yeah. It's what happened.
Like
It's kind of what
despise
happens most
influencers
times
more
with
than that,
Leatherface movies is you end up being like, oh, Leatherface. Oh, Leatherface.
Oh, he's just being
Bubba.
pushed around. His family told him to do those nasty things.
Tell you what, maybe she hasn't gone into his house. It's not your house. What are you looking to find? Treasure?
Yeah.
Tell you what you found. Fucking grave.
Karma. You found karma, motherfucker.
Answer me this. Do you remember the weird line that the mom had, which you thought was going to come back later, when she's like, remember I told you to stay out of my room? And then and she dies.
And
so you're like, I'm
then-
like, ooh, what is Leatherface going to find in her room that's going to like...
The deed to the house. I don't know. I have no idea what they didn't find anything.
Like I was hoping like, oh, maybe she like... He cracks open some little chest and there's like his original face that he fucking showed up with or some shit. Like,
Whoa.
dude,
They
like...
put-
that
then he had an
would've
excuse
something.
to take that stupid face off.
Yeah.
Put a new face
I was
Put a new
waiting for him to
face on.
switch faces because he does most of the movies.
It would have been so Apple Dolly and small
Yeah.
and just dusty.
Oh,
and
yeah.
finally leathery.
Finally leather.
I've never seen an actual leather face.
Well, the first movie...
They're all like pretty fresh.
That one, that what he's wearing in the first movie is very leathery. The one with the... has metal holding it up.
Right.
Oh, right.
Right. I mean, the second one's kind of
the
leathery
mouth?
too, but like a lot of the other ones are just, it's always so fresh.
Yeah, no, I like an old, like the one that supposedly Savini did, even though I think that other people sculpted it, but like that one from part 2 with
Yeah.
the fucking little baby face on it and the nose and the fucking whiskers and shit
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the chin part. That one's so dope because it's
Right.
it's faces and it's all sewn.
There's a
and
little
it looks
baby
very-
face on it?
There's a little
There's
mouth.
a little head, yeah, like a little.
Oh, so there is
I mean,
a baby face.
it could just be another person, but like
I think
but
it's just a mouth.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's dope. It's fucking dope, man. And like, it's way more of a leather face.
Yeah.
Also, I love in other ones they've shown him like crafting them. You know,
Yeah.
he's an artiste.
I do like seeing. I like some stitch work. You know, even if it's like half, it looks fucked up. It looks crazy, and he just.
I love he's like
putting things
sewing.
together.
You know, he's got the little fucking. He's got his little apron on in the one movie. He's fucking sewing away and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a craftsman, an artiste.
Yeah, he's a
I
maker.
saw the house.
Yeah,
we
he's
saw
a
the
Texas
we saw the
maker.
chandeliers and the other things
Exactly,
out of bones.
he's bone art. See, and if he's still doing that, like, look, that would fit into this house or into this town. If the art gallery's next door, he's fucking
Look, he
the
can open
dopest
up
new artist in town.
Hot new artist here in town.
fucking
Old Bubba
Leatherface.
Sawyer, yeah.
Check out his bone seat.
That's way cooler. Yeah, bone
The
seats.
bone throne.
I got
Bone
a bunch
lamp.
Of the bone throne. Bunch of masks.
I got
He's got a chandelier.
Boner phone.
That's all way cooler.
I mean, you could get that purse from the guy here in town. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I hated it.
Okay, well, should we get to the ranking? Where would you put this amongst the other films?
I don't know if I can really do that because I haven't seen all of them.
Well, the ones you've seen. You've seen most of them.
Is it dead last?
It wouldn't
It's
be dead
not
last
dead
for
last
me. No,
because
it wouldn't be dead last for me.
Next Generation still says it's a stinker. And this, at least, like, as bad as it makes sense, it kind of like the story makes sense. Next Generation is like
There's still some exciting sequences, like
There is.
some of the gore stuff, some of the chainsawing.
I
pretty
liked
good.
I liked him, as silly as it was, fucking tossing that chainsaw. I like that. I like that bone break and the fucking the stabbing the bone into your neck. That was cool and unexpected.
Kicking homie's leg in half was pretty gnarly.
Oh my god, that
yeah.
looked gross.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Just reminds me of skateboarding. I'm like,
yeah.
oh no, can't do it. Yeah, he fucking mashed that dude into fucking taters.
Wild.
Do you need a Phillips head or a flat head? It's a flat head.
Yeah, dude, that guy
Damn.
is flattened. But
That's
like,
pretty wild.
And they show most of it. Like that was they were leaning so hard onto that. And that's the funny part is that like the best one obviously is still the original, which has like 0 to no blood in it at all.
Right.
So
But it feels like when they hangs her up on the hook in the first one, I feel that. I don't know
feel-
what
yeah,
happened,
yeah.
but I feel that shit.
When
Well, yeah,
fuck-
because it's left to your memory. Like he puts her, you can see the hook, he puts her on it, and she stays on it.
And
And,
there's like
that means
a
that
little
there's
bit
a
of a
lot of weight
sound.
on that hook.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
and her noises are terrifying. Oh,
yeah, I love it. It's fucking
and the next time
so
you see
dope.
her, she's in a fucking freezer.
And that I think
Boogity-boogity in
that
it.
house is just disgusting. You know, like
Yeah.
that's like really set a dreadful tone. Is when you're just going through all these ashes and feathers and bones
Feathers, so
everywhere.
much
All this stuff just
feathers.
looks so gross.
You know, it
It's
just
so
smells.
nasty.
And it really
Yeah.
did when they filmed it. It reeked.
I bet it had.
And,
I could
you know.
smell through the fucking screen.
Yeah. But like, I would have liked it if he was just still at home because it doesn't make any sense that he would just like walk to Harlow. Leatherface is not driving.
What did the police come pick him up and be like, oh, he has the mind of a child.
He's
we'll put him in the
innocent
orphanage.
man.
Well, but
Little man
It doesn't
boy.
make sense.
technically Drayton was still alive at the
Totally.
end of part 1.
Yeah.
Grandpa theoretically was still alive. Of course, like fucking Hitchhiker got smoosh. But then
Yeah.
that means if there is twins, if Chop Top is in the mix, he got back from Nam and he's in the mix.
Even if he's not, see, Leatherface could still just be, doing his thing at the house.
Yeah. And so I don't understand, I hate that. Putting him in this weird, because you're telling me that no one in that town, when that town was still thriving, were like, dude, what is up with Big Chungus over here? This guy's fucking gross.
Where did this dude come from? And doesn't he look just like
The hulking mess.
The hulking
Leatherface.
menace, the guy that is.
You remember that world famous thing that's happening here that we make T-shirts about?
Exactly.
That seems to be a lot like that guy.
He kind of fits the description.
It is a local crime. Yeah, probably nothing.
Yeah.
I bet he's just a grown man living in an orphanage
I know they
with a bunch of little kids.
keep showing the photo, and I love how his face is scratched out, but he's like the Incredible Hulk and then the Avengers. It's you're like, what? This guy's humongous.
It doesn't track at all. It doesn't make any
Leave him
sense.
in his house. Even if he's living alone and just doing whatever,
Even
that's
better.
So much better than the idea of him. Tell me how he got there.
I would
if
love.
you're gonna
I
do
would love to
this,
see that someone else show up at his house. Fine, I'll concede to that. But maybe he has the bodies of his old family members, like Drayton and
Around
the
the table.
hitchhiker. Yeah, he just has them displayed and like propped up, and he's still kind of just doing his thing, like they're still alive. That would be great.
There's so many things. Yeah.
Then you can have a callback, a direct callback. It's a little bit of fan service. They're all dead bodies, though.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, totally.
Fine.
I hate that his face is somewhat normal.
Yeah,
like,
because at least in the first movie, you remember he's got some sort of lip teethy problems.
yeah, he's got issues there, and just with the pure fact that he wears a mask of human skin is supposed to show you that his face is fucked. And therefore,
if that's an improvement,
yeah, because he's just wearing that around his family because these people are just showing up. So like he has this to make up for the lack of fucked up face that he has, right? So like I like that. Like I like the story that like this guy is wearing a face because his face is fucked. Like don't just tell me he's just wearing a face for oh this is just fun. It's Sunday. I'm gonna wear this fucking like that doesn't make any sense. Like you're a fucking ugly goof. Like put a mask on that thing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't explain this movie.
they're probably going to ramp up, and they're probably going to do another one soon. Couldn't they just be done?
I
done.
really was like, when he was fucking floating down in the water, I was like, fucking finally. Finally. Just let it be done.
Let him be dead.
If he's just dead, it's just better. Dead is better. There doesn't need to be any more Chainsaw movies.
No.
There's too many.
And I know hella people were like stoked on it. Like, oh, it fucking needs it. And I get it. But like, if it doesn't make sense for him to be doing what he's doing, and this, like, just what's the point besides making money for, like, and I'm sure I bet today Netflix fucking killed it. I bet so many people watch this.
Oh, we did.
Us
yeah,
too.
shit, yeah.
And I'm sure. So however that works in fucking TV land.
I don't understand how that works. I mean,
Like on a street,
I didn't pay for it a second time to watch it.
Right, because we pay for the service. But then, like, there's got to be some tie into, like, okay, fucking 3.4 billion people watch Texas Chainsaw today. Here you go, right. Fede Alvarez. Here you go, fucking ugly Leatherface wannabe. Here you go, fucking old lady. Like, like, there's got to be some way that they figure that all out. But it's nuts to me that there needs to be any more of these fucking movies. And I'm sorry, my soapbox is run dry.
It is. But, I mean, you know what? You know better than anybody what needs to be done. Give Brian the reins. We're going to make 10.
Don't do it.
Sign us up for 10 more movies. Brian's going to take charge and make them all work.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do something else.
There's way more cool stories. Make the fucking thing I sent you. You guys probably didn't watch it again. But still.
The back
You
rooms?
sent it to me when I was
The
at
back
work,
room.
so
I did watch it.
You watch it?
Yeah.
It's fucking cool,
It's
right?
fucking incredible. Yeah.
Scary as shit in parts.
Yeah, it terrified me. It reminds me a lot of, what's his name? Danielewski's House of Leaves. You guys ever read House of Leaves?
no.
I started it. Yeah, it was freaky.
Oh.
It's pretty freaky.
They've been trying to make a movie of that for a long time. I don't see how
I don't.
they'll ever
How
do
would
it.
you be able to?
But it's just like that.
But things like that where it's like, those are cool ideas. And like, at 9 minutes, I enjoyed my time with that way more than an hour and a half of Leatherface, who I love. I love the character Leatherface. More than anything. But
Right. It sucks.
not like this. Not like this.
Yeah.
And I also watched that short that you sent me by Boy Harsher. With
Cool, yeah, the
Chris,
writer?
yeah, with Chris from King Woman in it. It's it was awesome.
Yeah.
The music's great.
Yeah, I love the music. I mean, it's like, they didn't have a budget really, and they didn't
Or a story or anything, but yeah.
it's basically to to promote the songs or like
Yeah.
show. But it's cool. It's
It was
definitely cool.
cool.
It
It
has a
was
cool
cool.
vibe to it and everything. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of like people making like a horror like short using their album or making music for that and then having
Yeah.
that be their album. That's
And there's
cool.
maybe other artist music in it too. It was cool. Because
there-
their album's
there's
like a
the one-
soundtrack.
Yeah, the whole thing's their thing, and then they had a friend sang on the one song.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, it's all
great.
their music. So yeah,
I'd recommend that too. It's good.
way better than Texas Chainsaw.
Fuck yeah. And,
Well-
that had no story, and it was only 40 minutes long. And you know what they did do this time? Like Leatherface has never ever gotten this treatment. He got a straight up, at least this movie got a straight up 80s synth theme at the end.
At the end, yeah.
There's never been that because it was 74.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, like, the music and the sounds and stuff, all that, which the Hereditary guy did, he said, cool. It was all very cool.
It's
very Hereditary.
I was wondering how they're going to use the goddamn light bulb sound from the first movie. Like, I don't know.
On a barbecue? Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in every fucking movie, but okay, fine. Yeah, they use it on the barbecue, but you put it in the score too. You could hear.
Yeah, and the score is cool. And that's the thing, that in that original movie, that shit, like those first few moments where the bulb would pop, you'd see a fucking grotesque corpse, that sound would go.
Yeah.
I had chills running in my fucking
I
bones.
still think about it.
Chills.
Yeah.
And to see it used on a fucking barbecue
Barbecue.
lid, a grill,
You know what they didn't do this time? What they've done in every other movie is a person jumping through a window.
Yeah, they tried to a couple times. All the windows had bars on them or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or the windows were closed.
There's like a couple things that are just staples of the series. Is a jumping through the window, that sound.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course Leatherface.
Yeah. Well, Leatherface seemed way more crafty than he ever has been. And he's hell of senile, like...
He just seemed like Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it really seemed like. Like he's vanishes and turns up in places like how does he do
when
that?
he was in that room and she just scooted down and all of a sudden he's standing on the second flight of stairs right next to her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude's homeboy is old.
He's Bigfoot, man. He's in and out of dimensions.
You saw him when he leaned on the bed and it crushed her. Like him walking on any of those boards, even if they weren't creaky boards, is gonna make sounds. And if he's running or teleporting himself.
Yeah, he's a teleporter.
Just not buying that shit. I know. I'm just picking it apart because I fucking hate it. But
I'm sorry I made you watch it, Brian.
Don't be sorry. I'm glad I watched it, to be honest, and I'm glad I got to watch it with you guys. I would have had a less good time watching it at home, crying.
Well, tell us how you feel when you watch it at home next. See if it's as fun.
I did notice some of the other Chainsaw films are on Netflix. I'm probably gonna go back and watch a few of those.
The beginning.
I would watch the remake again if we want to do an episode of the remake sometime. I'd be fine with that.
I would like to do the remakes. I remember really liking it.
It makes this movie look like garbage. Like the remake is well done. I can definitely say that now. Watching all these other bullshit ones, like it's by far the best of like the new ones. It's still crap, but
did we end up watching Psycho 4?
No, we still have the fucking other ones too. We got the fucking one with what's his nuggets?
Bud Court.
Yeah.
You know who reminded me of Bud Court? The main girl in this movie.
Yeah, and Leatherface.
But
his face.
But yeah.
But Court. That fucking the casting choices are really weird to me for this movie.
It's a strange one, yeah. A bunch chock full of nobodies, and then homegirl from 8th grade and from Castle Rock, and a bunch of the main woman is from other things that you've seen, and she's been praised in those things. She's fine. She's odd looking. I would have rather had for the other girl, like the one that looked like Aaliyah Shawkat. I would have rather just had Aaliyah. Like they probably could have got Aaliyah Shawkat to be in this. Yeah,
right.
And she looks cooler and is a better actor.
Yeah,
and I kind of like her. This chick was like shitty from the jump.
Yeah, the people were shitty.
Her sister like shit.
It's part of that thing where they're making it so you don't like the characters so that you don't. So it's justified to see them die.
Yeah,
but that's not.
No, I should be.
You should
bummed.
like them.
Yeah, I should be concerned for their well-being instead of at the end I gave a thumbs up to her head being chopped off because I was so fucking irritated with her.
Like what the fuck? Like you're like
that's not right. That's not right.
It's like the opposite of what should happen with these movies. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at no point concerned for their safety. I'm just like, yeah.
Although I'm trying to think of anyone I liked except Sally in the first movie, and I can't think of anyone I liked.
I didn't even like her, to be honest. I could relate to her, but
no, they were all.
I didn't like a single person.
What I like about them is they seem like actual people.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody.
They definitely did.
Everybody felt like an actual person.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like did they try to do that with this? But like, if you're like quote unquote influencers, like those people are all fucking models. And these people weren't like that, Even the blonde, toothy chick wasn't like that,
I mean, I think all young people are ugly, so I can't tell. I only like old people. And I'm not going to even take it back or say I'm just kidding. I see a 20-year-old, I'm like, you are a fucking larvae. Grow a face.
A Leatherface.
I actually am just kidding. I know young people are beautiful. I'm just playing. Stupid, but beautiful.
We're all stupid at that age. That's fine. Like, you're dumb.
I'm not buying a town dumb, but...
Yeah, I mean, I would never... Yeah, I never did that follow through that Wilkes-Barre thing because there's a reason for it. Because I'm better off just dealing with one house, much less a whole town. Who do I think I am? A mayor? Who's that guy think he was?
How does that work?
Dante the mayor?
Yeah, like what? How does that work? They take over. Like, are they gonna have like a full-on infrastructure? Like, actually have like a city government and like all that shit, or is it just a bunch of 20-year-olds peeping their little pepperonis out?
You really ruined it for a whole town and a bunch of people. You ruined the futures of dozens of people.
Yeah,
and not to mention the homie, the fucking.
And who's gonna drive all the way out there to see your dumb shit?
Yeah.
You have a little art show there. Who's gonna drive fucking 7 hours away or whatever?
Was it 7 hours from Austin? Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Dude, you guys are blowing it. There's probably a shitty town like 10 miles from Austin you could buy.
But why? Why would anyone go all the way out there?
I know, right?
There's plenty of shit in Austin. Plenty.
Austin's like the version that they wanted to make.
Yeah, why would you leave Austin?
Right?
For fucking Lubbock or wherever the fuck they were going
Harlow.
to. Yeah, Harlow, like named after the sickest band in Bands on the Run, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, Austin's got all the things that they were like, oh, this would be cool to have here. Yeah, you guys just left it in fucking Austin.
Yeah, we should make this like a cool little place with shops and restaurants. Oh, you mean like Austin? You fuckface? You blew it. Stay in Austin,
yeah.
weirdos.
Save your money. Open a little restaurant in fucking Austin.
Open your little cafe or whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, Austin's endless opportunities. Your food truck.
Yeah, plenty of food truck situations. Where are you gonna put
venues up the ass?
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna come buy your fucking tacos out there? Come on.
No one wants your shitty Harlow tacos.
Get that Drayton chili recipe. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, that'll bring the people.
Put that chili in some taco shells, and
that was underneath the deed to the house. Is a fucking Drayton chili recipe.
Drayton's chili recipe.
Yeah, don't go in my room.
Holy shit!
Wow.
We should make that. Sell it. Just make up our own, but like tell people, oh, this is from the movie.
And put a little tooth in every one of them.
Yeah.
That's a peppercorn.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, you got it. My pleasure to ruin your fucking day and your whole life.
No. I don't even fucking care. Like, honestly, like, it wasn't the worst time I've ever had watching a movie.
I just watched some like violence that you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm down for like some crazy violence, even though it's like, for no reason. I'm down for that. And like,
I would rank this in the middle, if I'm being real. It's in the middle.
I would go 1, 2, 3, and probably this one. The remake, and then this one.
Yeah, that's I would do that too. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I don't even know which ones I've seen, so
I'd certainly rank this over the beginning. I think I'm like 3D better than this one though.
I might like 3D better than this too. Plus, you got Alexandria.
Oh, she's wonderful
in that movie. Dude, have Leatherface make her a fucking bra. Now we're talking.
She looked like fucking 10,000 years BC, but like with a leather bra.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think you can just buy a leather bra.
But she looks like fucking Ariel from Little Mermaid, but it's just little baby hands.
Or even just two little baby faces on her boobs.
Yeah.
And two little baby
We're in love
butts.
with the killing babies right now. What is our deal? What's our problem?
Like, so far, I think we have about 15 baby faces in this episode.
I'm desensitized. I just want to see a baby face on something.
Josh hates babies because they're so ugly.
Not interested in babies.
Yeah, they're just larvae. So.
Unless their faces are made.
Grow a face baby.
I was talking about that. I was talking about 20-year-olds, not little babies. Jesus, I'm sorry for those who have babies. I wasn't talking about your stupid baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think there's like I was saying, like even though 3D there's a shit show of a movie, like there's some things that I think pay way more respect to the originals than this does, for sure.
And I just had a blast in 3D. I like 3D a lot, so it was fun seeing a fucking chainsaw come at my face in 3D.
Yeah, that dude in the basement when it first like comes at him.
Chainsaw through the van roof.
I was right there.
Great.
I was right there opening night with fucking 3D glasses, stoked.
Yeah.
For sure. But I'm let down every single time now.
I mean, I don't know how you would expect any of them to be good. None of them have been that good.
No.
No.
Like, and even like for the remake and stuff, I don't like the way that Leatherface looks. I don't like his mask. I don't
like the fucking arm, the wrist bands, or whatever the fuck he has.
The leather apron. I like when he has like a normal apron that's not like made out of leather, like, or it's leather but it's just like a color. This thing like it was patched together, like
all leather, everything. Like, come on, dude.
So I have issues with all of them, of course. So I apologize, listeners, and to you guys for whining and crying.
No, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for
the Canadian version. Canada's Leatherface.
Yeah, the Ottawa Chainsaw Massacre is a denim face.
Remember the killer from that was the coolest thing about that fucking movie, the weird raping bowling movie that we watched. But the killer had the bowling ball bag. Face.
He had a bowling bag for a face.
I try not to remember it.
It was the coolest thing of the movie. But anyways.
Do we want to do any callers?
Let's
just do a couple. Okay. Let's just do a couple.
Doodoo secrets.
What's up, boys? This is Nick from Massachusetts, and do I have a poo story for you?
Oh my goodness.
So, my day job, we recently moved office spaces because the old place was a shithole, and that'll make more sense in a bit. And in the old place, the ladies' room and the gents' room were right next to each other, and they shared the same stack. And the problem was when they built the building, all the pipes were at 90-degree angles to each other. So that led to a lot of blockages. And on the last day before we moved out, we had to call maintenance because there was a clog, which was kind of a weekly thing. And what they were doing, it was like, all right, it's clogged in the gents. Oh, we got the gents going. Now it's clogged in the ladies. Oh, now we got the ladies going. So they were basically chasing this one ball of shit back and forth between the ladies and the gents all day. And they finally decided to get some high-powered auger or whatever to force the clog through. But the problem was, because everything was made at right angles, it didn't go down. It just went out. And so they forced it out from the gent side and painted the inside of the ladies' room with just brown shit water. It was a fucking nightmare. Needless to say, we all left early that day, and I am happy to leave that place behind me. But love you guys. Love what you're doing. I would love for you to review a wonderful little Norwegian flick called Dead Snow. It is a wintertime tradition with me and my friends whenever we go skiing. It is a fucking masterpiece.
Word.
So, peace out. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks,
Thank
Nick.
you.
We were just talking about Dead Snow on our Patreon death ship.
Dude, Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2 are both legit.
Are they?
They're legit.
We talked about Frozen yet too? I'd like that. I want to see. Let's do that one with
I've
you
never
guys.
seen it. I've
That should
always
be the
avoided
holiday
it, but
movie. I hear it's gnarly.
What's that?
the one where
Frozen.
they're stuck up on the fucking thing?
Chairlift.
The chairlifts. Yeah. I want to watch it with you guys.
movie.
I want to watch it with you guys.
I mean, yeah.
It could
I remember it being better than I thought it was going to be. Did we watch it together,
Let's-
Josh?
Adam
I've
Green,
never seen
Adam
it.
Green made that movie. And like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the dude who made all the Hatchet movies and stuff.
Yeah.
He made that movie.
I remember it being better than I thought it would be.
Right on.
I hear it's
That's
gnarly.
surprising because like the premise is like what?
Yeah. No, exactly. But I mean, have you ever been on chairlift?
Plenty of times.
Frightening.
It is scary. It is scary.
Frightening.
I've watched these videos now where people like are getting like fucking worked getting off of them. Or trying
Oh,
to get
yeah.
on.
Oh, sure.
Get like strung up by their pants. I saw one recently where the fucking the lifts like got stuck, and then right beneath them, a water main broke, and it's like spraying like freezing cold water onto these people stuck in a
Oh,
chairlift. It's like the
fuck.
most like crazy shit. I'm like, dude, this is like a nightmare.
Yeah. Fuck. We should do some Dead Snow and some Frozen and some other shit.
We should do Dead Snow for like Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2. We should do for like a December, like
Yeah.
like
That's
it's
a
a
good
bit of
movie,
a,
Yeah, sure.
a holiday movie. Like
We're
do a-
straight.
oh,
We're
so-
fresh out of fucking Silent Night, Deadly Night. So
Whew, so it's open season now
Yeah.
for something else.
And to do them both back to back, I think would be cool. But they're both a lot of fun.
Okay.
cool.
Cool.
I'm down.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, thanks for calling, homie.
Well, it's Nick again. I forgot to mention. I'm super stoked that you guys love that tower deck that I made, and I am going to do another run in the future. So I'd love to send you guys some more, and I'll be in touch if you guys want any more stuff. Yep. Later.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, word. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Always down.
No doubt. Thanks, homie. Appreciate ya.
Appreciate ya.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Nick. Always down. Hit us up. We love free shit. That goes for everyone.
Hi, boys. It's Madison from Michigan, and boy, do I have a doodoo secret for you guys today.
Doodoo secrets.
Not revolving myself, but rather an experience that I've had that I think you guys would kind of enjoy. So, preface, I work in EMS, and this day we just happened to get the call. We always have frequent patients that, you know everything about them, you're called frequently. But this day we were called to a patient that just happened to have quite the handful of diagnoses medically. And, we just happen to know that, when you get this call, it's not going to be the greatest of day with this person because they have, drug abuse issues as well as alcohol abuse. And it just compounds with, everything else they've got going on. But this day we got called to go to their place. And before you ever hit the door, just the most overwhelming stench of shit you could ever imagine.
Oh, boy.
Yes. By this point, we're all wearing masks already. It's, COVID season, so we're about as covered can be, but you can still smell it outside of the house.
Oh.
We make our way in and find our patient head to toe covered in shit.
No.
Usually we would help them get into a shower, help them get clean before we take them in, whatever we have to do. But this day was not the day for that.
Put the hose on them.
The energy or the patience with what had been going on with this guy today. So we had just taken them in fully cocooned and about 7 or 8 blankets to try to cover the smell in the back of the rig so we didn't have to deal with it, but also they were still comfortable, fully nude, head to toe and shit. Think you guys would get a kick out of that one.
How does it happen?
Yeah.
How? That's my question.
What happened?
How? The hows and the whys of a body covered in shit.
It must have been in my heaven. Head to toe duty.
I mean, I know some people. I mean, that's a fetish. People
Rolling around in
love
shit.
poo-poo. And you might just have a bathtub. You might be like, I'm not fuck water. I'm fucking.
I'll tell you.
I'm a mud bath.
Yeah.
I've been filling this bath with poo all week so I could just take a dip in it.
Yeah.
And then
I hear it's good for your skin.
And then they get in the tub and they're like, "Oh no, what I do? 911. This is horrible."
I can't imagine that smell. That's why I could never do those kind of jobs. I mean, Jeff, you've done those jobs.
I've done. Some of that shit.
I don't understand.
I've fully like puking.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with some of this stuff.
I had a little doodoo incident recently where we went for a hike, my wife and my kid and me, and my kid accidentally stepped in some poo-poo.
What kind of poo-poo?
I'm going to say dog poo-poo. and like so, and I kept on being like, I smell poo-poo.
Like you do. Yeah, exactly. Like you would have if you were all covered in fucking Leatherface's dung and you got on a bus and then you hugged your sister.
Yeah.
You're open air.
Yeah.
And your child stepped in a little bit of fucking fox poo and you're like, I smell poo.
Yeah. Well, so then we get in the car and I'm like, oh, I must have stepped in poo. I smell shit. So I check my shoes. No, not right. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I kept on getting like a little whiff of it. And I was like, Dill, check your shoes. Did you step in some poo? And then they're like, oh, yeah. I think so. I think I did.
Oh, for
I was
sure.
like, fuck. So then I get out of the car and we're trying to figure out which shoe it was. And I had
it's the one with the poop on it, by the way,
right.
in case you really need to know.
It was kind of wet, and like there was kind of mud and mixed with like, so you couldn't tell what was poo, what was mud, and what was dirt. And I think I have the one, and I made the brilliant idea to be like take a big pull off of it.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do that? I'm like, oh, I gotta check to see which one's which.
Is this the poo?
Oh my god, dude! I started like gagging and like throwing up.
Oh, so it was the poo?
Yeah, I found the poo.
We got a winner.
Oh, it was like awful. Ruined the rest of our day. Like I was so mad and shitty after that, and it was just like, just having like the hardest time. Like I just like literally like fucking like hotboxed a fucking poo pile.
You took a pull, a point blank pull off of a doo-doo shoe, and you wonder.
And then Alyssa like cleaned it off like so good, like grass and napkins and all the water, and like she cleaned it like for so long because I could not do it.
Incensed.
I was completely useless.
Now imagine this guy head to toe,
just covered in shit.
Gotta call 911. Covered in
that might
shit.
be the day where I'm like, you know what? I quit. Sorry, homie.
I'll walk from here.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll find another job today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. This is where I say bye. Bye. Bye.
That's
No.
You can smell it from outside the house.
No. I would be like, I can smell poop from outside the house. And I take my badge off and I go, Subway, give me an application. I'd rather smell Subway, and that stinks.
Yeah. Yep.
Than smell boop.
Yeah.
Boop. That's body poop from outside a house. Boop. I can smell your boop.
I'm pretty sure that was Leatherface's boop coming out of that fucking tube. Did you notice it was like clogged too? It was a whole giant tube, which also wasn't. I thought it was metal. How could a chainsaw really go through a metal tube like that?
It wasn't.
They don't know.
Yeah, he's got a real sharp chainsaw. I think it went. I was surprised.
It's been sitting in a wall for a long time, so it stays sharp.
Yeah,
I thought it was
oiled up.
I thought it was gonna hit that pipe and just go ching and fly off.
Yeah,
but instead he followed through. It was a thin. No.
Because that place is built before plastic piping.
Yeah, that's a solid steel stack.
It just that poo was
It came right out onto her head.
Good.
You know what? Also, I hate the idea of thinking of Leatherface pooping. Like Leatherface going and be like, "Excuse me, I gotta go sit down and fucking handle this."
I mean, he
wipes with bones and shit though.
He's got like just a roll of human skin.
Yeah.
Because there's so much more skin on a body than just the face.
I know. It's such a waste.
Yeah.
I mean, keep the face. Use the rest of it to wipe your ass.
Use the bottom of your feet to wipe his ass.
Because like when you think about anything like that, okay, like Michael Myers, like he's got to drop that entire whole getup to take a shit.
He's got to have the whole suit around his
all
ankles.
dog meat he's shitting out too.
Oh,
so it's mask.
Do you think he leaves the mask on when he's shitting, or do you think he pulls it up?
Oh no, he's gonna leave the mask on. That smells. You
But you're gonna get doo-doo fingers all over that white mask.
That's true. Because he's a horrible wiper. He might not even wipe. He might just pull that thing right back up again.
He is a maniac.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Yeah.
You think you'd be able to smell these guys from
That's
a
what
mile
I'm saying.
away.
Like even that old lady living with Leatherface's hygiene is not up to par.
It's questionable.
Yeah. Homeboy's got a reek.
He was living with corpses, so I'm not sure if I can trust that his nose works.
I like Madison used the word. And thank you again, Madison, for calling.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
I love that she used the word stench. Stench is like
stench is very
I can
descriptive.
smell the word stench. Like I know when you hear
It's a
the
stinky
word,
fucking
yeah,
word.
when you hear the stench, you're like, "Fuck, I quit. I'm done."
I don't know how. Damn. Bless you for dealing with that
stench
character, but I want to know more. If you have any more information about the story, please call back and fill us in.
Yeah, because
or if it's just like a mystery to you, okay, fair enough. But
I could not go into that and not want to know how.
The how is very important.
Like, did he have did he like make a bomb of poo and it went off on him by accident? And that was the 911 call.
Did he? What happened?
Like he was like, "I'm gonna bomb the high school," and he's like, "Blah," and he's like, "Shit,
I blew my
911.
toilet up. I'm covered in poop. 911. There's been an accident.
Yeah, I gotta know.
Yeah.
If you can fill us in.
Yeah,
if you have
hit us
the
up
info,
on Instagram or
whatever.
the Twitters or the Facebooks or the Zuckernuts or whatever.
Let us know,
please.
What happened?
Yeah.
How can we avoid this happening to us?
And did you eventually hose that man down?
Just put the hose on
I think
him.
that they pushed that man into the ER and were like, drove away.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Just rolled him
And
in.
then they rolled him right into
'cause
the
EMS,
the
they're just-
crematorium
they
to
just
set
need
him
to
on
make sure
fire. It's over. It's over for that guy.
Just right onto the rollers, right into the fire. Like,
Goodbye. No one by that name came in. I'm sorry.
they wrapped him up so tight too that he couldn't do nothing about it. Like, we got a poo mummy
Yeah, I
we're
got
gonna
this
launch in here.
fucking blanket sarcophagus of stinky doo-doo. Goodbye. See you in the afterlife, weirdo.
See you later, King Butt.
King Butt. King Butt. He's the king.
All right, and that is Forever Midnight, folks.
Thank you for listening,
Thank you.
everybody.
So many doo-doo secrets. I got to do the theme again.
Yeah, plot the theme.
Right
Pull
before
out the
we play.
theme. Yeah. Thank you
damn.
guys for the great doo-doo stories.
Yeah.
That was a treat.
The FM hotline is 707-327-2984 if you'd like to call in and leave us a message. We're going to be checking these more frequently.
Yeah. Ask a question.
We always say that, but yeah, ask a question if you have any questions for us that are horror related,
love answering.
doo-doo related.
Or if you have an answer about how that man was covered in poo,
Yeah.
hit us up.
What was that person up to? What kind of
Shenanigans.
hijinks, horsing off? That guy was horsing off and he ended up covered in poo from head to toe.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like I want to know.
The
Like,
question is, was it his shit?
was it his
Whose
shit?
shit was
it
it?
his shit? Whose shit? Was it an accident or was it on purpose? Those are my main 4 questions.
Right. These are a need to know
Yeah.
or a combination.
Yeah, I think those.
Is it a buffet of situations and shit?
A pouffe.
A buffet.
Yeah. I don't. I think if it's a mystery, like that is scary to me.
It's a doo-doo mystery.
That's terrifying if that's not unknown.
Yeah.
Let's get out.
It's an unsolved mystery.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Madison.
Thank you.
We love you all.
Thanks, everyone, for calling in. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
All that good shit.
Let's start a petition for no more chainsaw movies. What do you guys say?
Yeah. How about never again?
I say just repackage the old ones and say, hey guys, we got a new one. They made a period style
Give
horror
us
movie.
some bonus features or something. I'll rebuy it again. Fuck it. You want money? I'll buy that thing again.
That fucking Black Maria one. I got all the fucking bonuses.
Oh, I bet you did. I bet you
I'll
did.
let you borrow it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now that I have a fellow chainsaw fanatic.
Yeah, I'm getting deep. Guys, Night Drive soundtrack, doing good.
Very good.
Still a few left.
Yeah.
Haunted-screen.com is where you can find your copy of the Night Drive soundtrack on vinyl.
Yeah.
I think there might be a few left, and if not, come see us at a convention. We might have one with us.
Yeah, or we might put some up online. We're still figuring it out. Also, Two Headed Dog Records in the U.S. has a handful, too.
Oh, cool.
So exciting. Yeah. So fucking cool. Thank you, Scott, for putting that together for us.
It's been
so fucking hyped.
Yeah. So fun.
Cool. Tunes are great. The packaging is off the charts.
We're getting lots of messages and texts from people that have gotten theirs in the mail.
Oh, wonderful.
Are just like blown away.
I'm still blown away. I've known about it for months now, and I'm still just blown away.
That scratch and sniff sticker, people are still like, what the fuck?
Nuts. My friend Leslie got that version, the Ophelia version, and was like, my sister is a huge Duran Duran fan, so I totally recognize the back. I'm like, what are you talking about? Apparently, it's a total Duran Duran rip of the Reflex single.
Nice.
I was like, what? That's hilarious. And then you look at the actual, I had to check Discogs to tell me this, but if you look at the actual labels on that version, they're totally like Duran Duran Rio.
Like
yeah,
that's awesome.
Same font and everything.
Because he's so hyper tuned under the details like that like it's also shit that we didn't know right off the bat. It looked familiar or whatever, but like he's like on it so hard. But he's like, I'm gonna make it look exactly.
I've had people come up. Yeah, our friends were like, to me, you finally fucking went crazy. Apparently. You did 4 versions of your own fucking 7. I'm like, dude, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. There's someone across the world crazier than me.
Yeah.
And his name is Scott. Thank you, Scott.
It's almost more impressive, I think, that it's somebody crazy like us, but in the UK that's, that wanted to do it. Because, like,
I love it.
It's one thing, like, if it's someone in the US or whatever, but, like, the fact that, like, we have somebody who's so rad across the pond. And just down to do some wild shit.
I love it.
Yeah,
one of us.
Yeah.
Google fucking gobble.
Yeah.
Also, if you want some of our merch, go to forevermidnight.store. Grab some weird shit over there.
Yeah. We got some new stuff maybe in the works, so...
We always got shit in the works.
No,
keep popping in, keep
and
checking.
Jars and all kinds of just...
We're getting that, yeah. We're makers ourselves of farts.
Entrepreneurs.
The fucking
putting the manure in entrepreneur.
The fucking fart that Leatherface pops off in the pool at the end. When you said that, I almost fucking lost it.
I love it. This is his last dying fart.
Yeah.
So big.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, gang.
Thank you. Okay, we'll let you go.
One more thing.
Oh,
nothing. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Get out of here. Get out of here, you rascal.
Go on, get. Go on, get.
Give him a good old Texas. Go on, get.
Forever Midnight is recorded at the Scary Movie Research Center in Santa Rosa. The music was written by Josh Staples, recorded by Paul Hale, and performed by Linda Amari, Elliot Whitehurst, Paul Hale, and Josh Staples. For more information, visit forevermidnight.net.